こんにちは、チャートマスターの根崎ゆきです。7月3日のセッションリキャップ取っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。それでは始めていきましょう。
So, session recap. Don't forget this is for the 2nd of July. Don't forget this is tomorrow is the last day we'll be here, all right? Because we have a holiday in the United States and we're taking the holiday. So, July 4th weekend is a big weekend for us in the United States. So there won't be any trading anyway in the New York session. Everybody's going to be gone in the Hamptons. So, there won't be any. So, take the break. Alright, so let's take a look over here in the Euro. Yeah, Friday also. That's why we get Friday off. Most people get Friday off. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's a 4-day weekend for us.
7月4日なんですよね。アメリカは7月4日が大きなホリデーで、休日で、なので明日からちょっとオフになりますのでということですね。で、金曜日も、休みになることが多いと。なので、今日から、僕たちアメリカトレーダーは、休みになりますと。
The euro is having a lot of trouble breaking through the bottom. We are in a downtrend here, as we can see, and if we break this bottom, we're headed right into a bounce point, which is day chart trend line and the day chart bottom here. So there's no trade to the downside, and it would be very unlikely to see any of the big boys make that trade either. Right?
ユーロドルの240分ですね。デイチャートのボトムとトレンドラインのボトムがあるので、売りはちょっとないよねと。で、ここっていうのはビッグボーイズも狙ってこないところだよねってことを言ってます。
So we're looking for a possible bounce and a trend change to the upside.
なので、跳ね返ってきてトレンドが変わって上がっていくのを待ちましょうねってことを言ってます。
British pound, we are at the bottom. This is the day chart bottom right here. We're looking for the bounce to the upside. We've already had about 40 pip bounce already. We're looking for an even more significant one to get this uptrend going.
ポンドドル240分です。これも同じくデイチャートのボトムがあって、40ピップぐらい今跳ね返ってきていますと。で、このまま登っていくのを待ちたいですねということを言ってます。
But they may not do that. And if they don't do that and break this, our target is all the way down here to the 5081.
で、もしこれそのまま破ってきたら、5181って言ってました。5081ですね。5081っていうところを狙ってくるでしょうと。
So we're prepared for both of them. If we get a bounce, we're coming back up to this area right up in here. If we don't, we're going to have this one. This is the real trade down here, but at the bottom of the trend wall, I'd be real leery about trading either the euro or the pound.
もし跳ね返ってきたらここの上まで取っていきますし、ブレイクしてきたら下まで行きます。で、今デイチャートのボトムなので、ちょっとトレードは避けていきたいですよねってことを言ってますね。
Until they talk to us. CAD, we're looking for it to continue on up. We've got half of this trade in the bag already. We're looking for it to continue up. We ran out of buyers, as you can see. We ran out of buyers at this top. All right. So we would have been waiting for the break, hook, and go. And guess what? It broke and hooked and kept on coming down. So right now it looks like it's going to be a big sideways move here. All right. So it looks like it's going to do this for a while, and then eventually we'll get the breakout up here.
ドルカナダの240分です。今もう高値つけてきて、買い手がいなくなって売りに入ってますと。で、今レンジに入ってますよねと。なので上にブレイクしてきたらまた買っていきたいですけど、どうなるかまだわかりませんと。
Alright, Swissy is, went to the top of the channel and reacted back to the downside. Alright, this is why we didn't take the trade this morning, because we were too close to the top right here. Because they're going to hit the top, they're going to come down, and that's exactly what they did. Alright, I'd like to see them move over to here and then bounce again.
ドルフラン60分ですね。チャンネルの上に当たったので下がってきていますよねと。なので僕たちは買いませんでしたよねと。で、このまま横ばいになってきて、ここら辺まで来たら、チャンネルの下とかに来たら、下に来たら、今度はまたデイチャートのトップまで買っていきたいですよねと。
Up to the day chart top. That's the target is the day chart top. It's not a target 93, 95.50 if you get this trade on the dollar Swissy. After the pullback, which we just had, and after perhaps a little bit more movement over to the side here. Right? So we'll see what happens. Dollar yen. We're very close to the top here. We don't want to trade this thing at all, but once we hit the top, we'll get a pullback and maybe we'll get a run at it again. The overall target right now is up here at 101.23.
ドル円ですね。240分。ちょっと今トップに近すぎるのでやりたくないんですけど、このまま行くようだったら101円32銭というところまで行きそうですと。
That's where we're looking to go. So 101.23 after a pullback up to there. Right?
なのでプルバックしてきてから買っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
Alright, Aussie dollar. Aussie, we're looking for it to continue on down. We're still in the fifth wave, and it could be a big wave, but we got to take this bottom out right here. Once we get out of this area here, there's a lot of opportunity down here. Here's the day chart bottom here. So.
OG ドルですね、240分。ダウントレンドは引き続き継続していて、このボトムを破ってきたら割ってきたら売っていきたいですよねと、たくさんの選択肢があって、デイのボトムとかありますので、売っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
They may be coming all the way down to that day chart bottom, which is about 400 pips away, folks. So we want that trade to the downside there, right? But
でまだ400ピップぐらいあるので、ここ絶対取っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
they're having trouble taking out this wedge. So we're just going to wait and see if we get it. Don't trade it until you get below 91.30, all right? So euro yen continues up the hill here, as you can see, looking pretty good for this trade here. All right, and we'll need another pullback now. All right, so we'll have to get a pullback down into here, and then we're going to trade. Our target is all the way up here, and the euro yen can make that move.
ユーロ円30分チャートです。プルバックしてきてから買っていきたいねと。で、オーダーウェブアップやずいぶんターゲット上なんですけども、ユーロ円は全然これぐらい上っていきますよねと。
So watch for it to do that in the Singapore or the Asian and maybe the London. That's a big trade here, folks. So we don't want to miss this trade.
絶対見逃したくないトレードだよねってことを言ってますね。
So let's get a pullback. Pull this up here, somewhere around in there area, right in here, around 130.50, and pull back and go. You want to be in that trade to the upside. All right, 6 divergence on this one. We do have divergence. All right, so that's not a good sign for us. All right, right now it's showing divergence, but that may have only been that move right there. All right, because now it's made the dip and it's made the curve here and it's made the curve here. So we may be converging again to the upside. All right, so time will tell whether that's real or not. GJ, all right, we're looking for it to continue up to the R5 up here, but until it does that, nothing to do. All right, so let's take it up to the 240 here and take a look at it and see what she looks like. All right, so I can take this down target off here. That's the S5. I want to remove that. Let's put the targets back on here. HSI from the bottom. Here's the first wave. All right, so we'll mark that. And you can see where that goes. All right, that's wave 1. Wave 2. We'll mark this one from here. Second one. All right. Change the color so I know it's the third wave. We're in the third wave. All right.
ポンド円ですね。240分。下から1個引きました。で1、2、3。この3波からまたもう1本黄色い HSI を取っていますね。で、ターゲットを見つけています。
You can all see this is the target area right here. That's what we're trying to get to.
で、ここターゲットですよね。黄色とか白とかいろんな HSI とかサポートレジスタンス重なっていますので、ここターゲットだよねってことを言ってます。
Up in this area where they've got a cluster of resistance right there. So that opportunity is there. Maybe not this morning, but maybe this afternoon. And the Singapore, maybe in the Asian, maybe in the London. It can easily make that move because it's the pound yen, and the pound yen has a ATR of 232 pips a day. Right? So we see how much does it move today? It's moved about 30 pips. Actually, it's moved further than that. So 1, 2, it's about 90 pips. So it's moved half of its target. So half of it there, so we can do that right here.
で、ポンド円は ATR が250ピップ超えてるので、今90ピップぐらいしか動いてないので、まだ全然いきそうですよねと。
Singapore is at 5 o'clock New York time, 4 o'clock Central, Maggie. Singapore is when you trade only Aussies and Kiwis, right? And maybe yens, right? Once the Asian market opens, you're trading all the yens, Aussie, and the Kiwi. London market, you trade everything. Right? Trade what they live. If it's the Asian market, they're buying sake, sushi, and cigarettes in 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. I mean, the market goes longer, but you don't want to be in the market after 2.5 hours, Maggie. That's why we're closing down now. It's now 10:30. We started at 8. We're done. See? Done. Because the market's going to go away. We're going to close the market. And I only want to trade when we have 2 markets open. Right? So look, to continue up there, we'll see if we get it right there. Right? New Zealand, we've already talked about that. Unless we get this thing down to the below here, we're not going to trade until we get below 77, roughly 77.00. Got 2 parts down here, so we call it snowman. We love snowman because it allows us to press our winners. There's a snowman sitting there. Trade 1 and trade 2.
キウイドルですね、240分。 ブレイクしてきたら1つ目、2つ目っていう風に取っていきたいよねと。で、これスノーマンって言って雪だるまトレードって言うんですけど、1つ目エントリーして、2つ目、これ正しかったら2つ目をエントリーしていきましょうと。で、1つ目のターゲットっていう、1つ目のトレードはストップをもう下げてしまって、2つ目がストップにかかっても、イーブンで、プラマイゼロで終わるようにして勝つときは倍勝ちましょうねっていう手法ですね。手法というか、方法ですね。
So, we're interested in that. Again, after a pullback, alright, we're pretty well structured here. To continue this move to the upside, we're looking to come up to this area right up in there, about 90, right about 93. Might not get that high, might not quite get there. 93 right in that area on that Aussie yen. But we need a pullback. We need to pull down and then go at.
OG 円240分です。いい感じになってますよねと。で、上の方ですと。で、ブレイクフック&5でまた買っていきたいねと。93円付近にめがけて買っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
Right there. Right. We'll make these candles a little bigger. Spread them out so it's easier for us to see. You see, we've had the break of the bull flag here. Had a bull flag break. We bull flag break, but we didn't get a hook and a go. All right. So we're looking to come up to this area right here, but we may only get up at this high at 92.50. So 92.50 or 9300 is where we're trying to get to. All right. Euro pound, nothing to do. It's in a sideways movement, which means we're going to continue the upside. There is no trade till we get up in here. All right. And this will be the last day you can really trade this because of the holiday. All right. So if you don't get this trade on up in here tonight, walk away from the pound, Euro pound.
ユーロポンド240分です。サイドウェイ横ばいになっていて、トレードはできないですよねと。で、トレードするんだったらこの上のここを取っていきたいよねと。でもホリデー、明日から、アメリカはホリデーなので、休みなので、今日中にここ行かなかったらもうやるべきではないですよねと言ってます。
Walk away from it because it doesn't move fast enough for us to keep this thing going. It is a sideways movement, which tells us we're going to try to continue, but the problem is we have no space here. So we can't take this trade here. We can only take it once we get up in this big area up in here. Euro Aussie. We're waiting for it to figure out what it's going to do. We're anticipating a break to the upside. If we get the break to the upside, we're going to trade it to the day chart top. We're anticipating that, but it could just as easily stay inside the wedge.
ユーロ時ですね、240分。ブレイクしてきたら買っていきたいよね。でも今ウェッジなのでこう横ばいになる可能性があるよねってことを言ってます。
All this stays inside the wedge, we do nothing inside a wedge. All right? In order for us to trade it to the downside, it's going to move all the way to the bottom, which would be taking a whole day to do that. So there isn't any trade at all unless we get the breakout to the upside because we're at the top. All right? So until we got that figured out, there's nothing to do here. All right? Euro CAD, look at that. Anybody who took that trade is going, wow, I'm sure wish I hadn't taken that trade. All right? See? We're looking for a break above 37.50 up to the top. All right? So, and you can see this is the top. So they might not make it at all. That may be it. And that may be the shoulder. Right? There's the left shoulder. Left shoulder. There's the head. That may be the right shoulder. And now we're going to the downside. Could very well be doing that. All right? So let's draw that. Let's put the 240 trend to the downside. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we'll see what happens here. So we're prepared both ways.
ユーロカナダですね。上がると思ってたんですけども、これがライトショルダー、右肩になってヘッド&ショルダーのブレイクで下がってくるかもしれませんねと。
If it goes to the downside, we'll trade the 240 trend down to the day chart bottom. We trade the 240. We don't trade the day chart.
で、もしこれが、ヘッド&ショルダーでブレイクしてきたら売っていきたいよねということを言ってますね。
Trade the 240. Alright, so we can trade it to the downside even though we're in an uptrend on the day chart. We can trade it to the downside because it's the 240 chart. Alright? You can see we've had a come on. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that didn't finish. Now the 5 should finish off up in here. It should. So this may be just a pullback and a breakout and then we're going to finish off up in here. It should, but it doesn't have to. Right? CAD yen for later today. We're looking for this to continue. It is continuing. Man, we were looking for that this morning for that CAD yen. And it just keeps moving up the hill. Lots of buyers coming in. See the white dots down here in this 10-minute chart? So let's take a look at the 240 and we'll see where we're too close to the top here. Where's the R5 right there? Too close to that. So we'll probably take the R5 out, pull back down, and then we'll see if we can go. This would be the target area up here. We have confluence of a 214 fib and a PSR plus all this support right here. And so that would be the target right there. If we break a hook above here, then we're looking for that trade right there. So it's a good trade, but we got to get through this, and this to get up to there. Right? So there's enough room to make money in here and move your stop up to here, double your position there. Right?
カナダ円ですね。240分。ブレイクフッカーのところで買っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。今朝見逃しちゃったよね、残念だったねってことを言ってますね。
Let me put the arrows on here, so we would take those trades. And we'll definitely take the one above there. Alright, GJ final push is going. Let's just check it real quick. Alright, there we go. I'm just getting ready to take this off. Just let it go. I'm just going to take it off. Right. So, thanks for the heads up though, Mike. Alright. Did we do the New Zealand yen? No, we didn't. New Zealand yen, yeah. We have a breakout here. We have a break and a hook. Alright, so our first trade now, we've had a break up and we've had a hook back down. So now we're looking to come up here to the R.
9円ですね。60分。ブレイクしてきて、今フックしてきたので買っていきたいよね。ここまで買っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
5, break the R5, there's trade number.
で、R5 抜けてきたら次のターゲットまで行きたいねと。
2, here's trade number 1, again, a snowman. Nice snowman there. Right, let's take it down to a 60 and look at it. I'm on a 60, let's take it to a 10. Alright, so if we come down here a little lower, we'll trade it here. We have enough room above here, 7804 to 7, yeah, we don't have enough room. Alright, so you see, this is a 78 that held it. See, that's an even number. You think they don't know where even numbers are. That held it the whole time.
で、今78円っていうところ、このイーブンナンバーと言われる切りのいい数字ですよね。50とか78とか、78というか00ですよね。まあそういう切りのいいところで止まるので今止まってますよねと。で、ブレイクしたら行きたいんですけど、ちょっとスペース足りないので、その上から買っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
Once we break the 78, it's only 27 pips up to here. I can't risk that. I can't make that trade up to there. It's got to pull back down to here. Place to take it was down here, and it just didn't give it to us. So.But we'll take the secondary trade up here, which is about 60 pips up here.
で、抜けてきたら今、約30ピップしかないので、ちょっとちっちゃいので、この上の60ピップを取っていきたいねってことを言ってます。
Pound New Zealand, for those of you who can, we're looking for a potential of a break to the north side here. This is the day chart trend line right here. Once they break out right here, we'll put the new trend on to the upside. Right there.We're anticipating them to break, and that's why we got this hit. There's
ポンドキウイ60分ですね。デイチャートのトレンドがあって、跳ね返ってきていて、240分のこのトレンドブレイクしてきたら買っていきたいですよねと。で、新しいアップトレンド引いて、ここのスペース取っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
the opportunity right there. We have a PSR over here, so no, maybe we don't have a PSR. No, we don't have any PSRs here. Yeah, we do. We have one right here.That support creates that higher high, and that's in there. Alright, now we can go look at it. So, if we get the break, it'll come up to the R3. R3 will send it back down. Once you do that, the target's out of the way. So now you can take the break from here up to here, move your stop here, and you're going to try to stay into 197.76 right there. Alright. So, we'll wait and see if we get this break up.It's going to have to be above 95.50, and then we're going to have to wait for the pullback, and then you're going to be in that trade to the upside. All right. Above 1.9600 is the next place you're going to be able to add. You only got 38 pips to the target, to the first target. It's only an interim target, so you got 38 pips to get your stop moved, and then we're going to the R4. All right. So we'll see if we get that. All right. Silver, for those of you who can. All right.Silver, we're looking for it to break out of the neckline here. If this breaks out of the neckline, that would mean this is most likely the bottom, not a bottom, and we want to stay in this trade all the way to $50 an ounce. All right, so there's no chickening out on this trade. This is a huge trade. You guys can make so much money, it's insane if you live across the pond, if it happens.
銀ですね、XAG。銀は今このヘッド&ショルダー ネックラインですね。ヘッド&ショルダーのネックラインを割ってきたら買っていきたいよねと。そうしたらここはすごく大きなボトムとなって、もうずっと買っていきたいよねと。巨額なマネーをゲットできるチャンスですよね。もしこれブレイクしてきたらですよねってことを言ってます。
Right. It's a big if. So hang on, break of the neckline, you take the trade, get the break even, and just sit on that trade.
なのでネックライン割ってきたらエントリーしといて、上がっていったらストップをブレイクイブンに上げて、そのままずっと持ってましょうねってことを言ってます。
Right. What they do with dollar, they stopped selling them, they're now stalling. So now we see why we're getting them now, we're seeing the move with the rest of it. Pound Chief, we're anticipating the move back up into the day chart trend. Why would we do that? Because the structure of the market tells us that. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't had 5 yet, but we have finished off 4 right down here, so we're looking for 5. It's going to be tough trading up in here. So what we're going to have to do here, because there's not much space between all these lines, is they're going to take a target out and pull back, add to the position. Take a target out, pull back, add to the position.
ポンドフランですね、デイチャート。で、デイチャートのチャンネルの中にまた戻ってきていますよねと。で、1、2、3、4、5波目になる可能性が高いので、ブレイクフッカーのところで買い増ししていきたいですよねってことを言ってます。
Take a target out, pull back, add to the position. All the way up. You're going to have to buy on the dips all the way up through here. That's what you're going to have to do. It's going to be tough trading, but if you take that, you can stack a lot of trades in there. All right, pound Aussie. Once again, we're looking for a potential breakout to the north here. All right, but it can go either way. So you can see we're still inside a wedge here, so nothing to do. We get the break of the wedge. We're going to have to put the HSI on to the north. We don't have any targets yet at all. All right, we do have a PSR running right here. We got another PSR running right here. So I'm going to put those on, so I know where they are. That support will be resistance. That support will be resistance. And now we can see we got a big area up in here we don't want to miss. We got a nice area up in here.
ポンド王子の60分ですね。で、アップトレンド、ダウントレンドブレイクしてきて、サポートがここに一つ、ここに一つあるので引いたんですけども、このスペース大きいので絶対逃したくないよねと。で、今もいいスペースがあるので取っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
We don't want to miss. If you get the move up, you're going to trade the 66.26, double your position above the 66.26 for that. All right. So, but we can still break to the downside because we have a downtrend. So we're going to have to be prepared for both of them. So we're going to take the buy on the pullback if it breaks out and of the wedge. We're going to double our position above here up to 67.58. That's right. And New Zealand or Aussie cross. That's right, because that's what the Singapore is. All right. Now they will move the yen because it's in Singapore. All right. So they will move the yen also. All right. But the yen really comes on when the Asian comes in. That's when you have two markets open. All right. Euro New Zealand. Finally, once again, we're anticipating a potential breakout to the north here, but we're still stuck in a wedge, so there's nothing for us to do until we get out of this wedge. All right. Up.
ユーロキウイの240分ですが、これはウェッジにいるので、ブレイクしたら上か下取っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
Or down, I don't know. Well, we're close to the top here, so we could break it to the north. If it goes to the downside, it's going to take all day to get down to there before we get the breakout. So the real trade is to the upside. All right. Let's move this up here. Probably above 64.39 for the target to the upside. I'm going to take these off because I don't know which way it's going yet. So we'll wait to see. If they break out north, we'll put the HSI to the upside. What does the structure of the market tell us we got? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So that's the trade that our market makers should be trying to get in position, is the fifth wave to the upside. Right? And that's their job, is to build the market. Their reward is, once they do that, they've built the market, traders take it to their target. That's how they make money. Right? That's their reward. All right, everybody, that's it. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Be careful. Don't forget, 7:15 tomorrow is ADP, which is a sneak preview of the non-farm payroll on Friday. Non-farm payroll on Friday will probably be a dud because it's 4th of July weekend. And don't forget, tonight at 20:30 is an announcement on the Aussie. So as you get close to 20:30, you're going to be exiting anything in the Aussie and getting the heck out of Dodge, because anything could happen after that. All right, everybody, we'll talk with you later.
はい、というわけで今日のセッションリキャップここまでです。また明日撮っていきたいと思います。それではどうもありがとうございました。失礼します。